Good morning, friends. Today is Christmas, and you will find myself in Christmas dress. My wife is a Christian. I'm a Hindu. Anyway, that doesn't matter as long as we both are human beings. My daughter, has come along with her husband. Is here for a very short time. Both are working, and they hardly have any time left for themselves. Anyway, I'm here on this day thinking about the Christmas which is being celebrated around the world as the birthday of Christ. Fine. What did Christ give us? Is the question. The message of the Christ is compassion. Loving people beyond their limitations, accepting people beyond their limitations, in modern terms. So, this is a day when we must think about accepting others as they are. What I mean is, others and even we do have our own limitations. As we grow up, we will have some problems. In childhood, you cannot walk, you fall down many times and then only walk. Then we have milestones, talking, speech, and everything. Similarly, every individual, even after they are being grown up, they will have problems with emotions, emotional maturity is not being achieved, and other things. This should not be taken as an offense, right? This is the message. In these times, this is the message of Christ, which I understand. So, let's not be hostile to people who are less mature than us and they have then some problem, temporary, transient situational problems like emotional disorder. We just have to keep quiet when they're shouting at us, when they are provoking us. It is not our problem. If we are emotionally matured and if you have emotional competence, then we will understand that person has some problem and we have to wait, keep quiet, look at them and just say, keep quiet. Probably after some time they themselves will come back and understand that they have done some mistake if we keep quiet. So this way of seeing in interactive psychology. So only this thing will help us in taking this civilization ahead, sharing and caring, taking care of less fortunate or people with developmental problems. There are so many ADHD, mental retardation and many other problems like palsy and all. So we need to take care of them as human beings. These are all what Christ had taught us. Long back, he was talking about, love thy neighbor as thyself. See, that is it. And many of the followers of Christ those days, they took care of less fortunate people. Father Damien took care of people with leprosy. Those days we did not have medicine for leprosy and he died of leprosy. So compassion is also his teachings in which many of the priests of those days followed. And when I look my background in a place called Maridur near Poverty. Poverty was the center of his missionary activities of those days. Very old church and St. Joseph schools and other things are there, where my father and grandfather and all was educated those days. We were not allowed to get educated ourselves. That's the thing. You must remember, there was a time when this superstition was there that only higher caste people should be educated. So, who gave us education? It is through Christian missionaries. The love of Christ. I'd see it that way, not in the way of conversion and things. We were never converted. Dr. Ayappan, my grandfather's brother, and other people who were there, we were all staying Hindus or following Sanatana Dharma in our own community, right? So, I do understand that Christ has taught us to be human beings properly, to be peaceful, find peaceful solution to everything. So, I think this will be the best message of our Christmas 2022. We are going to have a new year after a long lockdown, this, that. Most of us are in trouble. Let us take care of each other. So, with psychological maturity, we understand man goes beyond and he becomes highly, there is a triangle we call Maslow. Abraham Maslow is one of the psychologists who found out how human beings, as they go up the ladder of their life, finally he goes for self-actualization. He becomes empathetic, highly empathy he will have, and he will see everybody as a part of it. Let's think of this on this day when we are celebrating Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you.